Ladies, I want you to pause for a moment and look into your own eyes. Yes, your own eyes. Because the most important relationship you have in this world is the one you have with yourself. Yet, so many of you doubt your worth, your power, your beauty. Today I'm here to tell you, enough of that doubt, enough of questioning your own light. Because inside you, there is an ocean of strength waiting to rise. This message is for every woman who has ever felt small, unseen, or unworthy. It's time to rewrite your story. You are enough, just as you are. Doubt often creeps in when we compare ourselves to others. But your value is not defined by anyone else's standards. It's innate and infinite. Your past does not define your future. Mistakes, failures, or setbacks are not chains. They are lessons that shape your unique journey and resilience. Strength lies in vulnerability. Don't be afraid to show your true emotions. It's through embracing vulnerability that real courage and connection emerge. Self-doubt is temporary. Your potential is eternal. Every moment of doubt is just a cloud that will pass. Your potential is the sun that will shine through it. Celebrate your small wins. Recognize every step forward, no matter how small. These victories build the foundation of your confidence. You are not alone. Every woman faces doubt. What makes you strong is your choice to keep moving forward despite it. Speak kindly to yourself. Your inner dialogue matters. Replace harsh self-criticism with gentle encouragement and compassion. Surround yourself with positivity. Seek friends, mentors, and environments that uplift and inspire you to believe in yourself. Your dreams are valid. Don't let fear silence the desires of your heart. You have every right to dream big and pursue those dreams relentlessly. You are a force of nature, remember. You carry the power to nurture, create, lead, and transform, not just your own life, but the world around you. I want you to really hear this. Right now, at this very moment, you are enough just as you are. I know how easy it is to get caught up in the world's endless standards, the comparisons that flood our minds every day. We scroll through social media and see pictures of perfection, achievement, beauty, success, and suddenly, a tiny voice inside whispers, "Am I enough? Am I good enough?" But I'm here to tell you, those voices, those doubts, they don't tell the truth. Your worth is not something you earn. It's not something you measure against anyone else's life. And it's certainly not something that can be taken away. You don't have to change yourself to be loved, to be accepted, or to be successful. You don't need to fit into someone else's idea of beauty or accomplishment. Your value, your greatness is already there, deep inside you. It's like a precious diamond buried beneath layers of dust and doubt, waiting for you to recognize its shine. The moment you stop searching outside for approval and begin to appreciate your own heart, your own journey, your own story, that is when the transformation begins. Think about this. Every single person you admire, every woman you look up to has faced moments of doubt, insecurity, and fear. But what sets them apart is that they decided to see beyond those doubts. They chose to embrace their authentic selves with all their flaws and all their strengths, and that choice made all the difference. Because being enough isn't about being perfect, it's about being perfectly yo. Remember, the world doesn't need a copy of someone else. It needs you, your voice, your energy, your light. There is no one else who can bring your unique gift to this world. So, when you feel the pull of self-doubt, remind yourself that you are a masterpiece in progress, worthy of love, respect, and every good thing life has to offer. You don't have to prove it to anyone, because your existence alone is proof enough. This is your moment to stop doubting and start believing. In your heart, your mind, and your soul, you are more powerful than you realize. And the first step to that power is accepting that you, right now, exactly as you are truly enough. I want you to hold this truth close to your heart. Your past does not define your future. So often, we carry the weight of our mistakes, our failures, and the difficult moments we have faced as if they are chains holding us back, as if they are permanent stains on our souls. But I'm here to tell you that every experience you have lived through, no matter how painful or challenging, is not a limitation, it is a lesson. And these lessons are the building blocks of your strength, your wisdom, and your courage to move forward. Think about this for a moment. Every great story of transformation, every journey of success, is not one that was free of setbacks or struggles. On the contrary, those moments of failure, those times when you felt lost or broken, are what gave birth to the version of you that is still standing here today. They did not destroy you, they shaped you. They gave you resilience. They taught you how to rise, how to grow, and how to become wiser. The past is not a prison, it's a classroom. You might be carrying regrets, maybe words you wish you hadn't said, choices you wish you hadn't made, paths you wish you hadn't taken. But let me remind you, regret without growth is wasted energy. The power lies in learning from those moments, forgiving yourself, and using that experience as a stepping stone to a brighter tomorrow. Your past is a chapter, not the whole book. And the pages ahead are still blank, waiting for you to write a story full of hope, courage, and triumph. When you start to see your past this way, you will realize something incredible. You are not the mistakes you made. You are not the failures that once knocked you down. You are the strength it took to stand back up. You are the courage it took to keep going when everything inside wanted to give up. And that is the true measure of your character and your future. So when doubt creeps in, when fear whispers that you're not worthy or that your past will forever hold you back, remind yourself that you are more than those moments. You are the sum of all the times you chose hope over despair, love over fear, and growth over stagnation. Your future is not a shadow of your past. It is a new dawn, full of endless possibilities, waiting for you to step into it with confidence and grace. This is your invitation to let go of the past's heavy grip, to forgive yourself for what was, and to embrace the beautiful, powerful woman you are becoming. Because your story is not over, it's just beginning. I want to share something truly important with you. The idea that strength does not always come from being unbreakable or from hiding your feelings. In fact, real strength often lies in vulnerability. Yes, vulnerability. The courage to be open, to be honest about your fears, your doubts, your emotions. Society has long told us that showing vulnerability is a sign of weakness, especially for women, but nothing could be further from the truth. To be vulnerable is to be brave, to let yourself be seen as you truly are. Flaws, struggles, and all is one of the most courageous things you can do. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you break down the walls that isolate you and create authentic connections with the people around you. It's in those moments of openness that empathy and understanding flow freely. Imagine how powerful it is when you say, I am scared, or I don't have all the answers, and instead of judgment, you receive love, support, and encouragement. Vulnerability opens the door to true healing and growth because it allows you to face your fears head on instead of hiding from them in silence. Think about the people you admire most, those who inspire you by their strength and wisdom. Often, their greatest power shines through their ability to embrace their humanity, to admit when they need help, and to share their struggles. This willingness to be vulnerable is not a weakness, it's a sign of authenticity and deep inner strength. It takes immense courage to show the world who you really are without a mask, and that courage is a force that can move mountains. Holding on to the idea that you must always appear strong and perfect creates a heavy burden that can weigh you down emotionally and mentally. It isolates you in your struggles and prevents you from reaching out for the support you deserve. But when you lean into vulnerability, you invite growth, compassion, and healing into your life. You give yourself permission to be imperfect, and in that imperfection lies your true beauty and power. So, I want to encourage every woman here to embrace vulnerability as a source of strength. When you feel afraid, uncertain, or overwhelmed, don't hide those feelings. Speak your truth. Share your story. Cry if you need to. Ask for help when it's needed. These actions are not signs of weakness. They are the foundation of resilience. Through vulnerability, you will discover a strength deeper and more lasting than any facade of perfection. Remember, vulnerability is not about falling apart. It's about showing up fully and courageously in your life. It's about being honest with yourself and others, about accepting your emotions as valid, and about trusting that you are enough, even with your fears and flaws. This is the kind of strength that transforms lives, that inspires others, and that builds a foundation for true confidence and happiness. I want you to understand something deeply powerful. Self-doubt is just a temporary visitor in your life, but your true potential is eternal and unstoppable. It's so easy to get caught in the grip of doubt when things don't go as planned, when you face criticism, or when the path ahead seems uncertain and difficult. In those moments, your mind may flood with questions like, am I really capable? Will I ever succeed? Should I just give up? But these thoughts, as strong as they feel right now, are like clouds passing across the sky. They will move on, and behind them, your sun of potential shines, bright and steady. Self-doubt is natural, but it is not permanent. It is a feeling that tries to keep you small, to make you question your worth and your ability to achieve what your heart desires. But you have to remind yourself that doubt is just a momentary emotion, not a fact. It comes and goes, but your potential, the gifts, talents, and passions you carry, is something much bigger and longer lasting. It's like a seed buried deep inside you, waiting to sprout and grow, no matter how many storms it faces. Look at the world around you. Every great achievement started with someone who faced self-doubt, but chose to keep moving forward anyway. They didn't wait for the doubt to disappear completely. They acted despite it. They understood that doubt is a signal that you are stepping outside your comfort zone, that you are trying something new and challenging, and growth always happens just beyond the edge of comfort. So, when doubt knocks on your door, don't let it stop you. Let it be a reminder that you are on the brink of something wonderful. Your potential is like a river. Sometimes the current is strong, sometimes it flows quietly under the surface, but it never stops. It keeps moving forward, shaping the landscape of your life, carving new paths, and bringing life wherever it goes. And just like a river, your potential will find its way around obstacles. Doubt might slow you down for a moment, but it can never stop the flow of your dreams and your purpose. Remember, every time you push through a moment of doubt, you grow stronger. Every time you believe in yourself despite the fear, you build confidence. And every time you remind yourself that you are more than your doubts, you reclaim your power. This is why it's so important to be patient and kind with yourself. Don't expect to never feel doubt again. Expect to face it, to wrestle with it, and to overcome it again and again. You are not defined by your moments of uncertainty. You are defined by your resilience, your willingness to keep going, and your belief in what you are capable of becoming. Your potential is not limited by what others see or say. It is a vast, beautiful force that lives inside you, ready to bloom in its own time. So, whenever self-doubt tries to convince you to stop dreaming, remind yourself that it's only temporary. Your potential is eternal, and it is waiting for you to step into it fully. Keep moving forward. Keep believing, because your greatest days are ahead, and the world needs the incredible woman that you are becoming. I want you to truly understand the power of celebrating your small wins. In a world that often pushes us to focus only on big achievements or major milestones, it's easy to overlook the small steps that carry us forward every day. But those small victories, the little moments of progress, the tiny acts of courage, are the foundation upon which your confidence and success are built. When you learn to honor and celebrate these small wins, you create a steady rhythm of encouragement that fuels your journey toward bigger dreams. Think about your own life for a moment. How often do you catch yourself brushing past your accomplishments because they don't seem significant enough? Maybe you completed a difficult task at work, or you managed to say no when you really needed to, or perhaps you simply got out of bed on a tough day and kept going. These moments might feel small or ordinary, but they are actually powerful acts of growth. They show that you are moving forward, that you are trying, and that you are not giving up. Celebrating small wins isn't about becoming complacent or stopping at the little things. Instead, it's about recognizing the journey itself, the countless small steps that add up to meaningful change. When you take the time to acknowledge these moments, you build momentum. You tell your mind and your heart that progress is happening, that you are capable, and that your efforts matter. This celebration lights a fire inside you, making you more resilient when challenges arise. Imagine how different your mindset would be if, instead of waiting to feel proud only when you reach a big goal, you felt proud every single day for what you accomplished, even if it was just a small step forward. That sense of achievement creates a positive cycle of motivation and self-belief. It shifts your focus from what you haven't done yet to what you are doing right now. It grounds you in the present moment, helping you appreciate your growth and build confidence from within. Small wins are also important because they teach you patience and kindness toward yourself. Sometimes, the journey to your dreams can feel long and overwhelming, but when you celebrate each small win, you remind yourself that success is not always about speed or perfection. It's about persistence and progress. You begin to see your efforts as valuable, no matter how incremental they might seem. So, I urge you to celebrate your small wins, whether it's finishing a project, standing up for yourself, making a healthy choice, or simply showing up when you didn't feel like it. Write them down, share them with someone you trust, or simply take a quiet moment to honor your courage and dedication. These small celebrations will nurture your confidence, strengthen your resolve, and remind you that you are moving closer to your dreams every day. Remember, a mountain is climbed one step at a time. Each small win is a step forward on your path. Celebrate them with joy and gratitude, because they are proof that you are growing, evolving, and becoming the powerful woman you were always meant to be. I want you to feel this truth deep in your heart. You are never alone in your struggles or doubts. It's so easy to believe that when you face uncertainty, fear, or feelings of inadequacy, you are the only one walking that path. But the reality is, every woman you admire, every strong woman you look up to, has walked through similar moments of darkness and hesitation. Doubt is not a sign that you are weak or different. It is a universal experience, something that connects us all in our shared humanity. When you realize that every woman faces doubt, fear, and uncertainty, it becomes easier to be kind to yourself. You are part of a powerful sisterhood, women who have fought battles within themselves, who have struggled to find their voice, and who have sometimes felt small in a world that tries to make them feel invisible. This shared experience is not a burden, it's a source of strength. It means you are never truly alone. Others have been where you are, and many are walking alongside you right now, even if you cannot see them. There is incredible power in this truth because it opens the door to connection and support. When you allow yourself to reach out, to share your fears, your doubts, your dreams, you invite others to do the same. This vulnerability creates a bond that lifts everyone up. It reminds us that we don't have to carry our burdens alone, and that together we are stronger. You don't have to pretend to have it all figured out or to be perfect. You just have to be willing to be real, to be human, and to accept help when it's offered. Recognizing that you are not alone also means you can find inspiration in the stories of others who have overcome doubt and fear. Their journeys are proof that it is possible to rise above challenges, to heal wounds, and to build a life filled with confidence and purpose. And their success is not a reflection of their perfection, but of their persistence. They faced the same doubts you do, but they chose to keep going, to believe in themselves, and to embrace their worth. So, I want to encourage you to seek out those connections. Surround yourself with women who uplift and encourage you, who celebrate your victories and hold your hand through the hard times. Let go of the idea that you have to face your struggles alone. There is no shame in asking for support. It is a sign of strength, not weakness. By leaning on your community, you create a safety net that catches you when you fall and pushes you forward when you hesitate. Remember, even the strongest women need a shoulder to lean on sometimes. No one is an island, and no one achieves greatness in isolation. When you accept that you are part of a larger whole, that you are supported and loved, your doubts begin to lose their power. You gain confidence not just from within, but from the shared strength of those who believe in you and walk beside you. You are never alone. Your story is part of a beautiful tapestry of women who are learning, growing, and thriving together. And in this truth, you will find courage, hope, and the unshakable knowledge that you can face anything because you have a sisterhood standing with you every step of the way. I want to speak to you about something that is often overlooked, but is so incredibly important: how you speak to yourself. The conversations you have inside your mind, your inner dialogue, shapes your reality far more than you realize. When you doubt yourself, criticize yourself harshly, or tell yourself that you aren't good enough, those words become like seeds planted deep within your heart. Over time, they grow into barriers that block your confidence, your happiness, and your ability to pursue your dreams. But imagine, just for a moment, what would happen if you chose to speak kindly to yourself instead? What if you treated yourself with the same compassion, patience, and encouragement that you so freely give to others? When you begin to replace harsh judgment with gentle affirmation, you create a foundation of love and respect within yourself. This inner kindness becomes a powerful source of strength, resilience, and peace. Many women struggle with an inner critic that is louder and more demanding than anyone else in their lives. This critic points out flaws, magnifies mistakes, and fills your mind with doubts. But you have the power to change this narrative. You can choose to become the voice of encouragement in your own life. You can say to yourself, "I am enough. I am learning and growing. I deserve happiness and success." These affirmations are not just words. They are declarations of self-worth and seeds of transformation. When you practice speaking kindly to yourself, you begin to notice a shift in how you feel and act. Instead of being paralyzed by fear or self-doubt, you find the courage to try new things, to take risks, and to forgive yourself when things don't go perfectly. You stop punishing yourself for past mistakes and start celebrating your progress, no matter how small. This positive inner dialogue builds your confidence from the inside out. It's important to remember that self-compassion is not about ignoring areas where you want to improve or become better. It's about acknowledging your humanity, the fact that you will make mistakes and face challenges just like everyone else, and treating yourself with kindness through it all. When you nurture yourself with love rather than criticism, you create a safe space inside where your true potential can flourish. Remember, the relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. When you speak kindly to yourself, you model what love and respect look like, not just for you, but for those around you. Your inner voice is your most constant companion, so make sure it's a voice that lifts you up, that reminds you of your worth, and that encourages you to keep moving forward, even when the road is hard. You deserve to be treated with kindness, especially by yourself. Start today, right now, by choosing to speak kindly to your heart, because when you do, you unlock a wellspring of strength, confidence, and peace that will carry you through any challenge and guide you toward the incredible life you are meant to live. I want to talk about the power of your environment, the people you surround yourself with, the spaces you spend your time in, and the energy you allow into your life. This is so important because the people and places around you have a profound impact on how you see yourself, how you feel, and how far you are willing to go in believing in your own worth. When you surround yourself with positivity, encouragement, and support, it fuels your confidence and empowers you to rise above doubt. But when negativity, criticism, or toxic energy becomes your constant company, it drains your spirit and makes it harder to believe in your own light. Think about the kind of friends and mentors you have in your life. Are they people who lift you up, celebrate your victories, and encourage you to be your best self? Or are they people who bring you down, focus on your flaws, or make you question your value? The company you keep matters because those voices become part of your inner dialogue. Positive, loving people remind you that you are worthy and capable, even when you forget to believe it yourself. They reflect back to you the strength and beauty you sometimes struggle to see. It's not always easy to let go of relationships or environments that don't serve your growth, especially when they've been part of your life for a long time. But sometimes, the bravest thing you can do is choose yourself. Choose to create space for people who truly support you, who inspire you to dream bigger, and who remind you that your worth is not up for debate. When you do this, you create a sanctuary where your confidence can grow and your doubts can lose their grip. Beyond people, the physical and emotional spaces you occupy also play a crucial role. Environments filled with negativity, clutter, or chaos can cloud your mind and make it difficult to focus on your goals and your worth. Creating a space that brings you peace, that inspires you, and that reminds you of your value can make a world of difference. Whether it's a quiet corner for reflection, a place to pursue your passions, or simply an environment that feels safe and nurturing, these spaces become the backdrop for your transformation. Surrounding yourself with positivity is also about what you feed your mind. The books you read, the media you consume, the conversations you engage in. Choose inspiration over despair, hope over fear, encouragement over criticism. Fill your mind with stories of women who have overcome, who have believed in themselves despite the odds, and who have blossomed into their true potential. These stories will remind you that you too are capable of greatness. When you make a conscious effort to build this positive environment, you send a powerful message to yourself. You are worthy of love, respect, and encouragement. You are worthy of support on your journey. And as you cultivate this atmosphere of positivity, you will find that your self-doubt begins to fade, replaced by a growing sense of confidence and possibility. You have the power to shape your environment, and in doing so, you create the conditions for your own flourishing. When you surround yourself with positivity, you give yourself the greatest gift of all, the space and support to believe in your own incredible worth and to step boldly into the life you were meant to live.